Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning it is June 16th, 2023. And I think we'll look at, Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 10. Proverbs 16 verse 10 says, God's verdict is on the lips of a king. His mouth should not give an unfair judgment. As I was looking at that this morning, I realized, you know what? Every one of us at some point in our lives, probably right now, has or are in the position of authority over someone. Now, it may not feel like it, but in reality, someone is looking to you, looking up to you. And in that, you technically are in the position of a king. The words that come out of your mouth are like the commands of a king. Now, let's be honest. Just because the commands of a king are sent out doesn't mean that the people that should be under that authority submit to it. That happens. But it doesn't change your responsibility. The verdict is on the lips of a king. His mouth should not give an unfair judgment. That word, the verdict, is on the lips of the king. That part there, it means that the king, the person with the authority, is the one who is making the statements as if he was speaking directly for God. It's an oracle. It's a divination. I know I can't say that word right. It is that God's bringing it into you and you're speaking it to them. You're speaking with the authority of God. And the reality is, because of that, the words that come out of your mouth are seen that way. Ouch. Yeah, I don't find myself in that position nearly as much as I should. I don't see that the words that come out of this mouth, on a general basis, people are looking at those as the authority of God. So, when I make a statement of judgment, I'm making a statement of judgment as if it was God making that statement. It also means so are you. If you make a declaration that you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you have the responsibility to make judgments based on what the Word of God says. None of us do it well. There was only one man who ever lived who did it perfectly, and that's Jesus Christ. But he promised when he ascended into heaven that he would give us his Spirit, who would teach us all things and remind us of everything Jesus said. We're not going to get it right every time, but we get to grow into it. There's a reason I take this book right here and spend time in it every day. It's because I need it. And the reality is, so do you. Because the more you spend time in it, the more it becomes a part of you. The more it becomes a part of you, the more you can be sure that you can take Solomon's wisdom and know that it's being applied. That the words that come out of your lips, my lips, will be true and just judgments, both of ourselves and situations. Remember, you don't judge people, you judge situations. So when something's happening in somebody else's life, you're not judging them, you're judging the situation. Big difference. I have to remind myself of that one on a regular basis. And they're fair. and they're direct, and they're correct. And it's important we remember those things. Danny, I really appreciate you. Thank you again for reminding me that what I'm doing is beneficial to someone. I need that reminder on a regular basis. And I really do love the fact that I can see the live comments this way. When I was doing this live on Facebook, I never got them until days later. So this is really cool. That reminds you that you can interact with me as I'm doing this, and I will do my best to interact with you as well. I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed day. God bless.